Well, good afternoon, EIS. Good afternoon, staff, students, parents, and people from around the world who I know must be very interested in our fantastic sports week that we've had going on, Mr. Daglish.
This is the big event, Mr. Marsh, and I haven't checked how much money we've actually raised yet through subscription fees, but I think we'll do all right for tonight. I think we'll have a good night.
I hope so.
When we put the money back in.
I will admit, Mr. Daglish, that I was having struggles wrapping my head around a virtual online sports week at the very beginning. But it is a huge credit to Miss Anna, our fantastic PE teacher, who sorted everything out and helped us organize everything, and to all of the amazing staff that we have at our school who rallied together to put this together for the kids.
We've done all right, Mr. Marsh. I think we all, children and adults, deserve a pat on the back.
Absolutely.
And maybe Miss Anna can take maybe 1% of our takings for today's
of our amazing subscription fee.
Yeah,
that is correct. And while we're thinking about things about, giving credit where it's due, Mr. Daglish, I don't know how you had and what you saw on your sports competitions on the computer, but they were absolutely fantastic kids. Did an amazing job.
It was absolutely brilliant. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would love to have had all the children out in the sun doing sports day, but we couldn't have it, but we made the best of the situation, and it was fantastic. So I have pulled together a little blurb, Mr. Marsh, about the different things that the children's been doing, and it's definitely worth a mention, okay? So, first off, I just want to mention Sebastian. Wolves, of course, I'm Wolves, guys. I've even got the blue on. That was planned, I promise. Yeah, Sebastian, top scorer, okay? Top scorer, blew everything out of the park. He did everything really, really high standards. So he was the top scorer throughout all of the activities for primary for Wolves. Also, we had people who were there for the full 3 days, so I'd like to give those guys a shout. We've got Sana, Tiago, Sebastian, Anna, Rose, Aidan, and Zoe. So well done, guys, for being there every single time. It really is great to see. I want to do a shout out to Sana Hasegawa, because I would do one with her on the morning, Mr. Marsh, while I'm doing my live teaching. And then she would come back again, like at 8:30 at her time, bouncing around like a jackrabbit, wanting to do it again. So she ended up doing it about 3 times. And then in between rounds, she was showing me her gymnastics. So yeah, so Sana, absolutely great. And while I'm on to that, I would like to wish a happy 13th anniversary to Mr. and Mrs. Hasegawa. Sana told me it's their anniversary today, so congratulations. And finally, I've got to say, actually 2 things. And Miller, even though he is not a Wolf, but he's in my Year 2 class, he got top marks throughout all of his sports quiz questions. So he did bear, by the way, so well done, Miller.
Yeah, he is in a bear, and I think we'll talk about him a little bit later too.
Oh, good. Well done, Miller. And finally, an amazing performance from Manuela at one of the challenges. It was great to see her. We had Tiago in one room, Manuela in the other, and they weren't fighting. It's amazing. It's not like my childhood. They weren't fighting. And Manuela was doing burpees, and she managed to get 13 in 30 seconds in she's early years.
Wow.
So, Manuela.
I couldn't have done that many.
Oh, amazing. Really well done.
All right. Well, we definitely have some. I've heard from Miss Anna and Mr. Utting both regarding some of the amazing things that the Tigers were pulling off. They wanted to give a special shout out to young little Anna in EYFS. Deserves a mention for doing such a great job on all of the different exercises. And Miss Anna, Miss Anna, very sports-minded. She's focused on the winning. And she wanted to mention the top winners for the Tigers. Ayana, really well done with the most points for all the Tigers. Lena, in second, Hasnan in third, and Tikon in fourth. So great job, everybody. And Tigers, sounds like you had a fantastic trip. And this, Mr. Daglish, was myself in the Bears. I just wanted to give a special shout out to all of the amazing kids that came through actually all 3 days. Too many to mention. But Sasha, little young Sasha, you may know her, was just a little machine powering through absolutely every exercise without hesitation, without delay, just giving it her full, and it was amazing to see. And Miller was also the same. Miller was doing an amazing job in sports this week. So well done to Miller and Sasha down in stage one. Another big mention was Vova. Young Vova did his absolute best, had mom and dad helping, doing a little camera work for him so that he could get down and be seen, and just never gave up at all. But one that I really want to mention, and just super special, because everybody in the school knows this happy, smiley, wonderful boy, Mu Yang, showed up every single day. And despite, Mu Yang, we know you have difficulty sometimes, but that did not stop you whatsoever. And he was there doing burpees, he was there doing sit-ups, he was there just giving his best at absolutely everything. And it just shows how amazing things can be when you do not give up. So outstanding work, Mu Yang.
That's amazing, and I'm not surprised. The youngsters you mentioned there, Mr. Marsh, those names don't surprise me, because those children are very resilient. Okay, it doesn't matter. Nobody wins everything. Well, I do. Apart from me, nobody wins everything, right? But if you're resilient, you keep going, you get self-respect and respect from others. Okay, and you feel better about yourself. Okay, it's not meant to be easy. You're meant to be challenged. Okay, that's how you grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you very much for those mentions, Mr. Marsh. So I will finish up, if you don't mind, with the Eagles and Miss Peoples. Now, I give Miss Peoples a little bullet point list to give me certain things, but she's decided to mention every single body that turned up at every single time, and down to the last little bit of detail. So I'll see what I can do. Thank you, Miss Peoples. You are very enthusiastic, and I like that. Great effort and attendance all around. So probably the same with you, Mr. Marsh, and I'm sure with Miss Anna. Good regular attenders all the way through. Shout out to Mira from my year 2 again. Finished in the top 3 every day, so that's quite an achievement. Kat from year 9, excellent sit-ups and burpees, and Miss Peoples is the burpees queen. So if you've done that,
well done.
It's very flattering. Mira, Kat, and Richiro, I think that's a top 3 finish for plank challenge. That's actually joint first, I think. Okay, Mira, Kat, Richiro, joint first finish for plank challenge. Kat for sit-ups, and my Victor, or AKA Super Soldier, Victor Minko, burpees, 20 burpees in 30 seconds.
My goodness, I'm not sure anybody beat that one.
Well, Mr. Marsh, if Victor's done 20 maths questions over a year, I'd be happy. So how he's done 20 burpees in 30 seconds.
Not everybody's good at everything, but everybody's good at something.
No, Victor has a great year, and well done. And he's another very resilient young man. So excellent. And finally, everyday achievers, Mira, Victor, Kat, Victoria, Richiro, Sujung, and Golene.
Yulene.
Sorry?
Yulene.
I forgot my Jolene song. That song getting mixed up. Yulene, okay. And the Hart brothers, who were fantastic, according to Miss People. So, again, congratulations, guys, and well done.
Well, we could have been given a shout out to nearly all students in primary, I have a feeling. Did a fantastic job. But Mr. Daglish, I think the moment that everybody seems to be waiting for today, I know my kids have been asking, I know a couple of teachers have been secretly asking, the grand totals. So who, has won, who has done what, who has done where in this amazing sports week?
Right, okay, Mr. Marsh. I think we're going to go through with who the standards for the physical challenges, the standards for the quiz challenges, and then all together who was the winner for the sports day, yeah?
Absolutely. And then I believe we have a special treat, Mr. Daglish. We've been working extra hard on our math today, and you might just let the entire school know who won the overall house challenge for the year.
I've got the final standings for primary, secondary, and all together.
I wonder who it's going to be.
We'll
Let us start, Mr. Daglish, with, let's say, the house quiz, or the sports quiz, rather.
Yeah, sports quiz. Okay. In fourth place with 97 points, and it was quite tight, the quiz, is my gang. It was the Wolves. Well done, Wolves, 97.
Wolves, good job. And in number 3, Mr. Daglish?
Number 3 with 116 points, and second and third was very, very tight. 116 points. It was Eagles. So
good job, Eagles. And let's go with number 2 and number 1. I know that this group had been struggling throughout the year, but my goodness, did they shine in Sports Week and have really picked up a lot of points. So for the quiz totals, in second place with 118 points, so only 2 in it from third, is the Bears. So good job, Bears. Congratulations. Which means that in first place with a whopping 128 correct answers goes to the Tigers. So well done, Tigers. Good job.
Congratulations.
Excellent work.
So the Tigers got a bit of a brain about them, I think. Yeah,
they do. But I wonder, did they keep that up through the physical challenges?
Well, let's find out, Mr. Marsh. Okay, Mr. Marsh, in fourth position, and the physical challenges were probably even tighter than the quizzes.
Definitely.
Yeah, fourth position, 330 points, amazing, was the Eagles.
Eagles, my team, yet here we are. And in third place with 339, so just 9 push-ups, 9 burpees, 9 things in between it, were the Tigers. So well done, Tigers. Good job for third place. Excellent work. And in second place with an unbelievable 371 points. That's a lot of exercise. Are the Bears. So good job, Bears. Which means, Mr. Daglish.
It means we are, well, I shouldn't be, no, I'm just going to say it. The Wolves are the strongest and fittest in primary, and they only scored 2 more. So one of you guys who's beaten your personal best, because that's what we were doing, because you've done that, we've won that sports competition through the physical challenges. So that's another thing. Keep going, keep trying at it. So with 373, the Wolves win the physical challenges for sports day.
Good job. Well, I anticipate, Mr. Daglish, that we're going to have a bit of a change from the start of the year and how things were when we left and started our online adventures. But what we need to do now, young man, I think, is we need to figure out the overall totals and the overall winners for Sports Week. What do you think?
I think that's a good idea. And I've gone very technical today. So I'm actually looking at it whilst I'm also having the conversation. So I'm getting carried away. But yes, I'm looking at the table, Mr. Marsh, and for the grand total, for quizzes and physical challenges, so the Sports Week grand total in fourth place with 446 points is the Eagles.
Good job, my Eagles. Good job, good job, good job. And in third place with 467 points total are the Tigers. So well done, Tigers. Good job, good job, good job. And I almost think this needs a drum roll, Mr. Daglish.
Okay.
Who is in second place? We have the Wolves available. We have the Bears available. And in second place is...
70 points is the Wolves.
Oh, excellent job. 470 points. That is an outstanding effort, Wolves. Which means that in first place for Sports Week, the winning house goes to the Bears with 489 points. So fantastic work. It's actually nice to see, Mr. Daglish, that one team won the house quizzes, one team won the house physical challenges, and put it all together. We have some different winners all together. Fantastic work, everybody.
Worked out very nicely, that did. Yeah. Well done, everybody. Great week. Great sports.
Absolutely. So that's the house competition totals. But Mr. Daglish, I know that you secretly have somewhere written down in front of you the totals from primary, the totals from secondary, and the overall winners for the house competition this year.
I do, Mr. Marsh, and I've gone back to what I know best, and I've ditched the digital and I went high tech again. So I'm back to that. Now, when I was adding these up, I sort of forgot that we were amalgamated for the challenges, so I haven't got a grand total for the secondary because they were included in the primary. But it doesn't really matter. I'll sort of talk you through it. Okay, so I've gone back into the school because I live about 10 seconds away, and I wrote down all of the scores from what we've been earning in the school up to now. And the scores for secondary before all the sports day and things like that. The fourth position was Wolves with 105, third was Tigers with 134, second was Bears with 152, and first place was the Eagles with 226. So we'll come back to that in a minute. So we've gone with primary, okay, and what we've done is we've added all the sports day points onto primary. Now, very quickly, the Tigers were on 972, Bears were on 924, Wolves were on 911, and Eagles were on 866. Okay, so let's see how the sports numbers have affected the overall standings, okay? So we will find out who's won primary this year. Are you excited, Mr. Marsh?
I am very excited, and I'm very sure the kids are excited. They were already asking if there was going to be a virtual pizza party or something to celebrate. But what we may need to do is wait till the start of next year and celebrate that then.
We'll figure something out, Mr. Marsh. We'll figure it out. We'll not forget. So some of your math geniuses might have actually worked out the scores, but hopefully not. In fourth place with a grand total all year, 1,312 points. Who do you think, Mr. Marsh?
I'm going to say it's the Eagles.
It's the Eagles. Great score, though.
Eagles. My Eagles, my Eagles.
It's a great score. So next in third place, 1,381. What's your guess, Mr. Marsh?
It's so close between Tigers, Wolves, and Bears. I don't even think I'd be able to guess that number.
It's my guys. It's the Wolves. Were reigning champions and now being relegated. A bit like my Sunderland Football Club, just keep going down and down. Never mind. So still third, still a good result. So here we go. Second place with 1,413 points. It is
the Bears.
The Bears is correct.
I got one correct finally. 1,400 work, Bears, which means, Mr. Daglish, through the power of elimination, our overall primary winner are
the Tigers. Mr. Marsh, you've done it.
Congratulations, everybody in Tigers. I imagine there's lots of cheering going on at home right now. Kids will be very excited for that. So well done, Tigers.
Your finishing score was actually 1,439. Okay, so you've won by about 26 points. So well done. You've kept going all the way through. Amazing. So let's find out who is going to be the ultimate champions. Yes?
Absolutely.
Right. Fourth position. 1,486 is Wolves. We've gone from champions to wooden spoon. Never mind. We've still done very well. Still a good score. Third position, 1,538 points. It is the Eagles.
Good job, Eagles.
Well done, Eagles. It's so close.
It is
1,565. The winner has only got 8 more points. In second place, Bears.
Good job, Bears. Which means that the overall winner is once again the Tigers. So good job, everybody. What a fantastic year. Although it's been a strange year, it's been a fantastic year. And thank you guys so much for playing along. Excellent work to all of you in the Tigers for winning not only this week's sports competition, but, or did they win the sports competition?
The overall
the overall winner, yeah, the sports competition went to the Wolves, but the overall winner to the Tigers. So good job, everybody.
No, the overall sports winner was what do we call was actually the Bears. The Bears won the overall sports, but the quiz and the physical challenge was the Bears.
Oh.
Yeah,
I tell you guys, pay attention and leave your numbers on your screen in front of you when you're reading them, and try not to do that in memory.
That's why you,
Mr. Daglish and I are trained professionals. That's why we do this.
Mr. Marsh, can I just say something as well before we wrap up? The Tigers won by 8 points, right, of the whole amalgamated points out of 1,500 points essentially. 8 points, guys, right? That is the difference, and I've always said that every single. Mr. Marsh, you must get sick of hearing me say this. Every single point counts.
Absolutely.
8 points. That's it. That's like one person in a week or something, maybe. Potentially.
It's absolutely every little point counts, but also the fact that you and all of the students this week showcase that you just do not give up. You persevere through trials, tribulations. This has been a stressful year for everyone, but you have handled it well. You've overcome obstacles. This should show you more than anything, boys and girls, that you are capable of doing anything if you persevere.
True champions, Mr. Marsh. True champions.
Absolutely. Well, Mr. Daglish, congratulations to the Bears for winning the House Sports Week competition. And congratulations once again to the Tigers for taking the overall championship. So great job, everybody. And on behalf of Mr. Daglish and myself, we wish you a wonderful long weekend. It has been a fantastic week.
Bye-bye. Have a great weekend. The weather looks fantastic. Get yourselves out. Bye-bye.